Just got back to Bali from Lombok last night. I posted my vlog this morning and I gotta level with you, there was a pretty big part of it that I actually ended up editing out. I didn't do this because I wanted to hide what the experience was really like from you. I did it because this is so important to me and it was so upsetting to see that I really felt like it deserved an entire video of its own. So here is what I edited out of my last vlog. Look at this right here. This is the reality of what plastic is doing to our world. This beach would be beautiful, but there's garbage everywhere. We have this beautiful coral and then all this garbage amongst it. That's crazy. There's a ton of garbage here. I don't know, man, it just breaks my friggin' heart. Oh, I kind of want to cry. It's important to me that I'm always honest with you about where I'm going and what it's like and how I'm feeling, and sustainability is something I am extremely passionate about. Today I'm going to share with you, I don't remember how many tips I have here. 5 tips, there we go. What a nice even number. So I have 5 tips that are super easy, really little things you can do in your day-to-day life or while traveling, to help be more sustainable and help our oceans and our beaches stay clean and beautiful and not filled with garbage. So I need to put my parents on blast here because this is like my only hope of them stopping doing this madness. But they will literally buy 1 apple, put it in a plastic bag, and then like put it in their fridge. Like 1 apple does not need to be in a plastic bag. 10 apples don't need to be in a plastic bag. So I always make sure when I'm shopping to not only bring my reusable bags for like all of your groceries, but for individual items, like if you're buying like apples or bananas or whatever, that stuff doesn't need to go in a bag. Carrots, fennel, whatever you're buying, like just don't put it in a bag, just put it in your cart and then put it in your fridge. I saw a lot of those little plastic bags on the beach the other day and it ain't pretty. Number 2, coffee cups. So I used to work in an office. I was a marketing director and I would sit there all day and go to Starbucks and get like coffee after coffee, and just my garbage can beside me after one day was stacked with cups. And I looked at that and I was like, holy shit, I cannot keep doing this. Like every single day of the week I'm doing this and my whole team is doing this and the whole company is doing this. So I bought this cup called a Stojo. I will pop a photo of it there. It's amazing. So I don't love that it's made of plastic, but I know myself, I'm lazy, and I'm not gonna carry around a really heavy glass bottle. It's just not a realistic thing for me. So this one, it collapses. I wish I actually had it here with me. I didn't bring it to Bali because I have another water system going on in Bali. So it's back in California, but Troy uses his as well, and it collapses really small in your bag after, and then it collapses out or expands out. It's amazing, and you get a discount when you go in with a reusable cup. You get a discount, which I love. Reusable water bottles. You don't need to go to Starbucks and get a single-use plastic cup and get water. Just bring a water bottle with you everywhere you go and refill that. Something I'm doing while traveling, because that's a little bit more difficult when you're in countries like Bali where you can't really drink the tap water, is I have a water filtration system. There is a ton of brands now that sell these really awesome water bottles like this, where you can filter the water and you put tap water in here. And so how this one works is you pump it and then you drink the water, and it's completely filtered from any amoeba, parasites, anything in your water that you don't want to be in your water is going to be out. So this is the perfect way to not use single-use plastic while traveling. I will link the brand I'm using below if you're interested. I have to say though, this one I bought, it does have a bit of a problem with leaking out the side. So that is one thing that I've noticed, but I will link them below if you're interested. I did a lot of research and this is, I believe, the best filtration you can get. There is a bit of a leakage issue though, so. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna talk about is the thing that nobody wants to talk about. No one wants to talk about this shit. It is fast fashion. Like Forever 21, H&M, those stores are literally destroying our earth. If you look at one store, one single H&M, and you imagine every piece of clothing in there is probably gonna get worn once, maybe twice. If we're being real, the quality is not great. It ends up in the ocean, it ends up in the earth. I'm trying to buy more vintage clothing. This is hard because I'm not a patient woman and I don't love searching for a long time to find clothes. So I'm trying my best with that, but that's a really good option. Also to buy sustainable brands. So the swimsuit I'm wearing right now is by an amazing brand called Laundry Swimwear. Okay, so the thing about Laundry is they make absolutely incredible swimsuits that are comfortable, they're functional, and they're gonna last, but they don't do so at the expense of the environment. They use the best available in sustainable textiles and biodegradable and reusable packaging. I don't know, you can see this swimsuit is absolutely amazing. I'm obsessed and it feels so soft. I recommend buying from sustainable brands and trying to buy vintage when you can. And if you have a bunch of clothes at home, like from H&M and from Forever 21, from Zara that you've worn a few times and you're over it, just donate it. Don't throw it out, donate it. Someone else will put it to good use. If you want to be more sustainable and if you're interested in, I don't know, making a little effort, you don't need to go out and buy a bunch of new stuff. Just use what you have at home. Like, use the Tupperware you have at home, use the forks you have at home, bring them with you, bring your fork and knife to work, and don't use a disposable fork and knife. Like, there's so many little things you can do like that that make a big difference, and you don't have to go out and buy new stuff. Like, you don't need to go out and buy fancy, I don't know, grocery bags. Just use whatever bags you have at home to take your groceries home. It's all about just being conscious about what you consume and just doing our little bit to try and make the world a better place. I feel that my passion for this really has been reignited after seeing those beaches in the Gili Islands and seeing what the reality is of where our garbage goes. Like, it goes to our beaches. It's really sad. So I really wanted to make this video today and sort of share with you some things that I think are pretty easy you can do to help. I wanted to share some really easy things you can do that will help the environment, make you feel good, and keep our beaches clean for years to come, because we don't got anywhere else to go after this. Earth is kind of it. I mean, I know Elon's going to Mars and all, that's great, but like, I don't think that there's a Bali on Mars. Just, you know, FYI. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on sustainability. I hope you found something useful in this video. I hope that maybe you feel inspired or like, I don't know, something. If you have any sustainability tips for at home or traveling, anything, leave them in the comments. I would love to hear them. I'm still learning. I would love my life to be zero waste. It is nowhere near that right now, but I'm doing my best. I'm making small changes every day and just trying to be the best I can to the environment. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave this video a thumbs up. You leave me a comment, say hi with your sustainability tip, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.